Alright, I'm live. Just gonna wait for people to show up. Hi, Emil. Okay, people are showing up. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my turbo controller. I need to mute that TV. Hang on. I've got to mute that TV whenever I start one of these. I forgot to that time. Let's go ahead and bump Raichu up to 3,000. There we go, and begin. So, let's see. I'm going to go to odds and a quarter today, which is 128 plus 512. So, what's that? 630? 640. So yeah, I'll be going to 640 Yamask today, and then whatever that means for the other two. I guess that means 3,100 for Raichu. Only about 2 hours. How long have I been going? How long have I been doing Alolan Raichu for? Since earlier this month, that's all I know for sure. I could always look back and see when the day was that I started hunting for it, if I wanted. Let me just scoot this way and move my webcam. I could do that. There we go. Almost out of time to get the Yamask before Halloween. Yeah, I know, Lucario. The reason that I'm only doing quarter odds today instead of half odds is because Among Us, I'm streaming Among Us later tonight. In like 3.5 hours is when that starts. So I only have a few hours to hunt for this, and I figure quarter odds is better than nothing. My hope is to do quarter odds today, and then get up early tomorrow and do this again, and hopefully get the Yamask before Crown Tundra comes out. We still don't know what time Crown Tundra comes out, but it's looking to be around mid-evening for me tomorrow, so... So yeah, we could sure hope. What is it with my, Oh, okay. Anyway, So yeah, my hope is that I get my Yamask before Crown Tundra comes out. And I'm going to wake up early enough tomorrow so that I could do a full 3/4 odds. So I could get up to double odds before Crown Tundra comes out. And if I don't get it in double odds, then, well, that's just my luck, isn't it? No, Josh, I'm going to be playing with a whole different group of people. Yeah, I wish I could name the Raichu Pancake as well. It is a beautiful chocolate pancake Pokemon, but unfortunately, all the Alolan Pokemon are traded only in Let's Go. That being said, you could get one in Go, nickname it there, and then trade that to Let's Go, but that's about the only way that you can nickname a Alolan Pokemon in Let's Go. And even then, you're not the one who nicknames it. Your Go player is, so, yeah. My hope is that I get something today, but even if I don't, just putting in a little bit of time for these resets is important. As a reminder, 3645 is the 89% mark for Latios. I've been hunting for Latios for about 3 years, Rado. October 2017 is about when I started on it. Hi, Jacob. We got a lot of channel members in here right now. Awesome. So anyway, yeah, we're coming very close to the 89% mark on Latios. We're not going to hit 90% today. I'm just don't have enough time today to put in that many resets, but we should hit 90% tomorrow. Yeah, Spoopy. The reason that Pokemon retain their nickname once they're traded is to make them... is to help you remember that it's not your Pokemon. It was given to you by someone else. And it helps you remember the person who gave it to you. So, in the beginning, when you could pretty much only ever trade with friends, or at very least people you knew, you could see that, let's say, the Pikachu's name was Sparky, and that the original trainer's name was Richie. So, every time you looked at Sparky in your party, you would see that name and be reminded of Richie, who gave you that Pikachu. So that's the whole point of Pokemon retaining their nickname. Obviously, these days, more likely than not, the Pokemon that you receive from other people are from people you don't even know. But, you know, that's the reasoning behind it. How many Raichus do you have? Well, you can see the counter. You can see the counter underneath the Raichu. Well, I guess that didn't answer the question, though. I have 100 Raichu. I'm trading these away in batches of 100 at a time. So, yeah. I have 100 Raichu that I trade at a time in a row. Then I check and make sure I didn't miss a shiny when I was trading them. And then reset. So far, I have reset 29 times. This is my 30th batch of Raichu that I'm trading. So, yeah. I don't think I'll be playing Splatfest, Priscilla. There's too much going on that weekend. I already had plans for Halloween. I really don't see myself playing it if I'm just by myself and my friends don't want to play with me. So I think it's safe to say I will not be doing Splatfest this time around, everyone. I'm doing a 12-hour-long live stream on Halloween. And I'm doing something for East Asia stuff the night before. So that would mean only Sunday. And I might just be too tired to want to do anything on that Sunday. But yeah, I am doing a 12-hour-long live stream on Halloween. So if you guys are interested in tuning in for that at least a little bit, make sure that you're subscribed so that you get notified when I go live. Because it's going to be a whole lot of fun, I think. I'm sorry to hear that, Eevee. My condolences. Later, Mitch. Thanks for being here. Everyone, even if you're just here for a few seconds, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. I don't think that we'll get a shiny today. We just won't be going long enough, but... but, you know, the fact that you guys are here just in case means a lot. Also, as a reminder, I have yet to get anything from an egg in this game between half odds and odds and a half. So if I do get the Yamask today, it'll be a new milestone for my channel. El Capitan is going for Shiny Nihilego. I wish you luck. I would love to get one of those someday, if I had reason to. What are the odds for an Ultra Beast with the Shiny Charm? With the Shiny Charm, 1 in 1,365. That's your chance of every reset being a Shiny. Of any one reset being a Shiny, I guess I should say. So yeah, keep it up, El Capitan. Hope you get that Shiny Nihilego soon. Nope, haven't gotten a Shiny yet, Blue Tornado. Not today. Hard to believe the last Shiny I got was that Dreepy, which was like 2 weeks ago now. Actually, it was like 2.5 weeks ago now. It's been so long since I've gotten a Shiny. Hopefully I get that Yamask before Crown Tundra comes out. Please. Pretty please. How long will I be streaming for? Until I hit, what is it, 640 Yamask? 640 Yamask. So, I'm guessing about 2 more hours. I need to check my... Check and see when I need to empty stuff in Pokemon Home. Wow, actually pretty soon here. What is this? 570 is when I need to empty stuff in Pokemon Home. Okay, glad I checked. 570. Hi, Benji. So yeah, I really, really hope that I get the Yamask before Crown Tundra. If not, that'll be like 3 out of my past 5 shiny hunts that went over double odds. Just, man, that is not good. So, man, I hope that I get it. How do I feel about the shinies for the birds? What do you mean, Evil RTs? I think that shiny Articuno and Moltres look great. I think Zapdos could be a little better, but it's okay. Yoshi. Quite a few. Quite a few. At the very least, I want another Yamask before Halloween. I feel like that should be doable, right? I would love to get another Yamask and a Dhelmise before Halloween. Come on. I put aside this entire month to hunt for ghosts. It would be kind of lame if I only ended up with one ghost at all before Halloween started. And then it would be even more lame if I streamed for a full 12 hours Halloween and didn't get a single shiny. But I think that odds are good for that because I'll be doing Friend Safari hunting and trade hunting for Alolan Marowak and egg hunting in Sword and Shield. So, man, I really, really, really hope that means I get at least one shiny on Halloween, if not more. Oh, that's awesome here, boy. I hope you enjoy your time here. And we are now at 89% of odds for Latios. 89%. Yeah, and we learned today that the Galarian legendary birds are roamers. That means in Crown Tundra, they roam, which I'm happy about. We haven't had roaming Pokemon in a few generations, so that's great. In fact, the last roaming Pokemon we had were the legendary birds in X and Y. So anyway, that does most likely mean that they're shiny locked, which I'm not at all surprised at. Not in the least. We'll have to see more info, but like by like 36 hours from now, we'll probably know literally everything there is to know about Crown Tundra. People are going to get the expansion, they're going to data mine it, they're going to tell us every last bit of detail that exists. So yeah. Oh, it's okay, Sapphire Sonic fan. Just being here is enough to make me happy. We still don't know what the shininess is of anything in Crown Tundra yet. We don't know for a fact that the birds are shiny locked, although I guess it's pretty likely at this point because they're roaming. Hi, Nightingale. Glad you could join us. Congrats on your shiny female Burmy at long last. I sincerely doubt, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I think all the legendaries are shiny locked in Crown Tundra. That's my guess. The only ones that could possibly not be are Regieleki and Regidrago. Calyrex for sure can't be, right? I mean, it's a new Pokemon. They would have to shiny lock that like they have every generation for the past 10 years. Yay, finally have a shiny Wormadam. Congratulations. I don't know, Beans. All I know is that they'll be roaming. That's all. I don't know if that means they'll be visible and you can see them in the distance. I don't know if that means you can only encounter them in the grass like in older games. I don't know. We just don't know. We'll have to find out. Let me think. The more I think about it, the more I think that all the legendaries in Crown Tundra are shiny locked. For sure, we'll be able to transfer up shiny legendaries from older games. I mean, I have a shiny Terrakion in this game this very moment that I've had in here for months, for half a year. But as far as being able to shiny hunt new ones, able to shiny hunt ones, I just don't think so. And I would love to be wrong, but we'll have to see. Yeah, Nightingale, that's exactly what I'm doing with this Yamask. I want to see if I can't get this Yamask before Crown Tundra. I'm doing this as much as I can today. before Among Us stream in a few hours. I want to make sure that I'm done with this and prepared for that, but yeah. Probably stand to bump that way a little. Let's go with that. So, yeah. If I don't get the Yamask before Crown Tundra comes out, I will go to double odds on that. Which, my luck, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Eggs McGee, you keep saying that. I'd appreciate it if you don't repeat it. I see your messages, I'm not able to respond to it. Yeah, I'm sorry, TJ. Why would you do a thing like that, Evil? Why didn't you catch it instead? Okay, 3650 is coming up soon on Latios. The 90% mark should be like 36.95 or something like that. 36.96. Yeah, 36.96 sounds right. Okay, Google. 90% of 4,096. 3686 apparently, actually. 3686 is the 90% mark for Latios, which there's virtually no way I'll hit that today, but at least we know what our next big milestone is. Laura, thank you for that €2 donation. Tiny good luck dono. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me make sure I get the conversion right. It should show up here on the screen in a second. What are the 3 smallest screens? Those are all Pokemon games where I'm shiny hunting stuff in. Paolo, that's awesome. Yeah, the screen on the far left.
Bleep that.
Left. Also, we got this right here. Thank you very much, Laura. Always a great day when Aerith gets to pop up in all her beauty. Anyway, the screen on the left up there, that's Let's Go Pikachu, where I'm currently shiny hunting for an Alolan Raichu. The big screen above me is the Galarian Yamask Egg Hunt and Sword and Shield, and the 2 screens over there are my 3DS where I am hunting for Latios. You know, top screen and bottom screen of the 3DS. Also, we're up to 60 people watching and 45 likes. That's awesome, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, I kind of like that too, Rob. I'm shiny hunting in 3 different games that I really love to shiny hunt in. That's, well, I mean, I'm not sure if I like hunting in Oris, but hey, at least I have this Latios that I've been going after for so long. When I get it, it's going to be my trophy. It's going to be my biggest prize ever. I don't think I'll ever spend as long trying to get a shiny as this Latios. Yeah, Beans, I love Final Fantasy VII Remake. I absolutely loved it. I did a playthrough of it on my channel if you guys want to watch that at some point. I also recorded it. I might make a highlights video at someday. We'll have to see. I really loved the remake. I loved the original game, so the remake was very welcome for me. I liked that a lot. I'm 1 trophy away from platinuming it. So yeah. Cloud leaves Aerith hanging for an hour. Yep. Yes, exactly. Right up there with Cloud squats for an hour. Alice, I saw you say hello. You don't have to keep repeating yourself. Please don't repeat yourself. It's just spam. Oh, I appreciate that, TJ. What does it look like? What does what look like specifically? I mean, have fun if you do that, your boy. What do you think you'll go after? What shiny specifically are you asking about, Jay? All three of the shinies that I'm hunting for, you can see the gifs of what their shiny forms are on the screen. This one, I'm hunting for 3 different things. You can't just say this one because there's 3 things. And all of them, you see that GIF, the GIF way over there. Those are all what the shinies look like. I don't understand your question. Chris, I'll be going until Yamask is at 640 because that's odds and a quarter. I wish I could go longer, but I have something else to do later today, so that's just all the time that I've got. Yes, I pronounce it GIF because file types have a J sound. It's just the way it is. JPEG, PNG, GIF. So there you go. That's why I say it like that. I haven't had people really complain about it lately, so I prefer to keep it that way. I got 82 people watching. Holy cow, guys, 84. You guys are just showing up out of nowhere. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't, and subscribe if you haven't, and all that stuff. Which, I hate that YouTube forces you to say it these days, but that's how it goes. It really does suck, but that's what I gotta do to survive. Hi, Soda, how's it going? And hi, Crystal. Yes, I saw the trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon. It looks great. I'm pretty optimistic for it. It's not mind-blowing for a first trailer like the Frozen 2 trailer was, but I don't really expect it to be either. It did a pretty good job of conveying what kind of story we're in for. It pretty much did, it left about the same impression on me as the Moana teaser, let's just put it that way. And Moana was, of course, a great film, so I'm really looking forward to Raya and the Last Dragon. That should be a great film as well. Does anyone know how to spoof? Hope you know that that's not allowed. Hope you know if you do that, then you risk having your account permanently terminated. So, yeah, don't do it. Seriously, don't do it. 2 weeks until your birthday. Oh, that's awesome, Soda. So you got a birthday in early November. Alright, what are you planning on doing? Oh, Joshua, I've already done that quite a few times on my channel. Just last week, I streamed Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and I loved it. Earlier this year, I streamed Final Fantasy VII Remake when that first came out. I of course, stream Pokemon all the time. That's a single-player game. Yeah, and as I said, DXTR, it's not allowed in Pokemon Go. If you do it, then I hope your account gets terminated. You cheater. Shining Squirtle and 560 eggs. Oh, that's great. Good job, Rob. Maybe I'll get my Yamask in 560 to complement that. November 4. Ah, well, that is very soon, huh? Yeah, for my birthday this year, which was in early June, I ended up doing a few hours worth of live streaming and going to Olive Garden. Luckily for me, the restaurants had opened up just about a week before my birthday, so I was able to go do that. I wasn't able to do anything else, but that was nice. Wish Let's Go wasn't so expensive. You could get Let's Go relatively cheap these days. Like, if you look hard enough, you might be able to find it for as little as 20 bucks used. So, yeah. What counter do I use? I use a custom script that I created. It's essentially a hotkey script. Whenever I hit a hotkey, it increments the number in a Word document on my computer. So, yeah. I don't use a program or anything. You looked everywhere, it's at least 60 bucks. Well, it's $60 new, but, you know, you could always buy it used. You could go to GameStop and buy it used for, I mean, I could look it up real quick. That was not the website. If you were to go to GameStop and buy it used right now, and this is from GameStop, you could get it. They don't sell it used. How about that? You could find it in a few places: Facebook Marketplace, eBay. Can you get shiny Landorus and Oris? Yes, you can actually. I believe. Yeah, 4,000 resets for Dracovish. This is tough. I got my Dracovish in 3961. So, keep it up, Tellus. Oh, Soda, I'm sure you'll have a great birthday regardless. Even if you can't do everything you want. Hey, there will be other birthdays in the future. I mean, I got a shiny Dracovish too. Here it is. 3961 is what it took for me to get that. I am playing Shield, Lucario. Although, it doesn't exactly matter which one you play when you're shiny hunting for eggs. Yeah, that's annoying, Nightingale. Hopefully you get it soon. Oh, I'm glad that you saw that then, Laura. I was thinking of not even tweeting out that I was streaming, but I remembered it wasn't just you. There were a few people who said that they only ever knew I was streaming because they saw the tweet about it, because notifications don't work. Benji, even when notifications are turned on, even when the bell's turned on, push notifications, everything, even when everything works, sometimes YouTube just doesn't send out the notifications because they're run by idiots. So, yeah, that's why I tweet, because when you follow me on Twitter, you 100% always get the tweets that I put out. So yeah, that's why I tweeted out the stream. You want to hunt for Oshawott? Oh, Oshawott's a beautiful shiny, and Samurot's a beautiful shiny too. I want to get those someday. Oh, that's okay, Soda. You can't get Galarian, Farfetch'd, and Shield, huh? Is that true, Dragon? Notifications do not work for live streams? Well, that's kind of dumb. We're Surfetched in this thing. Here, if you can't get Galarian, Farfetch'd, and Shield, then explain how I got this when I'm playing Pokemon Shield. It's not exactly a trick question, frankly. Oh yeah, I moved my shiny Terrakion. Shiny Terrakion is now here. See, you can move up shinies from previous gens. I just don't think they'll be shiny huntable in this game. But I could be completely wrong. Well, we won't find out until tomorrow. Yeah, I traded it. But I'm just saying, you can get it in Pokemon Shield. So saying that you can never get it in Shield is incorrect. But you cannot natively find it in Shield. That's the difference. There's a difference between finding it and getting it. No, the only way you can get Let's Go Pikachu is on the Switch. Even if you put it on PC through emulation, one, I hope you realize that's illegal. Two, The great thing about Let's Go is that it can integrate with all sorts of other games. You can integrate it with Go, you can integrate it with Home, and thus move Pokemon from Let's Go to Sword and Shield. So, I mean, you can't do that on PC. Even if you did emulate it, you'll never be able to get the full experience. And yes, Crown Tundra does come out tomorrow, Mirror. I plan on streaming it as soon as it comes out. And I don't know how long I'll be streaming it, but when it comes out, I will be all over it. I'll be on top of it. But yeah, I mean, you can emulate Pokemon games all you want, but you'll never be able to get the full experience from them unless you have the bona fide actual games. You'll never be able to trade with other people. You'll never be able to move your Pokemon up to later generations. You'll never get the full experience. I will always prefer real games on real hardware. For Pokemon and for everything else. Yeah, I 100% saw that, Night Gal. That's why I'm pretty much ready to start streaming as soon as maintenance begins, because pretty sure that's when the patch will drop. What returning Pokemon am I most excited for? The Nido, the Nidorans. Because Nidoqueen is my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, so being able to see all the Nidorans in HD, that's going to be great. Oh yes, the Mando DeLorean Season 2 comes out next week. Very much looking forward to that. Very much so. That should be fun. The maintenance was for home. Well, yeah, but that's because they need to make it... They need to reprogram a home so that it can send more Pokemon into Sword and Shield. So, based on what happened with Isle of Armor, we think that once maintenance begins on home is when they'll drop Crown Tundra for Sword and Shield. That's what we think. Yes, thank you, Crystal. Crown Tundra is most of the legendaries. We don't know about a few of them. We don't know about the Ultra Beasts. My guess is no. We don't know about the Mythicals. My guess is also no for those. There's a few others that we don't know about that aren't really coming to mind right now. But most of them, yes. Most of them, yes, are coming back. For some of them, we just don't know, and my guess is no. What are my plans if they release the Switch Pro? Probably get one. I don't think that they're going to release the Switch Pro, and I'll tell you why. The only company to report that was Bloomberg. And everyone who reported on the story quoted Bloomberg on it. So Bloomberg is literally the only source. About a week after they talked about Nintendo's making the Switch Pro capable of 4K, they made an unrelated news article about how the PlayStation 5 is going to have a shortage upon release because Sony couldn't come up with the parts to make enough of them. About 5 minutes after that story broke, Sony came out, told them, "You're stupid," and ended up showing the public all of the numbers that not only are they going to meet their quota, they're actually going to surpass it. They're going to have up to 8 million PS5s ready by the end of this year, instead of a mere 5 million like Bloomberg was reporting. So if Bloomberg is fake news on the PS5 story, what do you think the odds are that they were telling the truth about the Switch Pro that literally no one else has even heard of? So, what do you think? The Switch doesn't need a Switch Pro. It sells itself. It's already the second best-selling Nintendo home system of all time, only after the Wii, and its only change has been the Switch Lite, which is not an upgrade, it was a downgrade. They don't need to upgrade the Switch in order to push sales. The Switch sells itself just fine. So trying to upgrade it to a Switch capable of 4K or playing Zelda in 60 FPS or what have you just doesn't make sense. That's not how Nintendo works. They don't care about the performance of their systems, and they haven't since the GameCube. They care about making games that are fun and keeping it affordable to the masses. So that's what I say. And if, by some sheer miracle, the Switch Pro does indeed come out, I will take it all back. Somebody can clip that rampage, somebody can clip that speech, and shove it in my face a year from now, if it so happens. We got 90 people watching for some reason. I hope all of you come back later tonight when I play Among Us. The last time I played Among Us, I had over 500 people watching the entire freaking stream. I don't know if that's going to happen this time around because I won't be playing with Failboat or Virus or Epi or anyone else who was in that game, I don't think. The people I'm playing with tonight are smaller creators, basically the only ones that I could get in contact with who were interested. About the only one that you guys would remember is, or probably the only guys, the one you guys know plays with me often is Sagasi. But that's pretty much it. What time will it be? It'll start about 3 hours from now. 3 hours from now. Hi, Fishy. How's it going? Been a while since I've seen you, Fishy, actually. How's it going? But yeah, so for everyone who is in here, first of all, I hope you've left a like and hit the subscribe button. There's a chance that a lot of you think you're subscribed, but you're actually not. You should check on that. Second of all, so the title says that this is a quick shiny hunting stream. By that, I mean I'm only going to a smaller number on Yamask than I usually do. So today I'll be ending once Raichu hits 3100 and Yamask is at 640 or thereabouts. Are there any Pokemon in the game right now you can't shiny hunt besides the dinos? Besides the dinos? You mean the fossils? You can shiny hunt for those. I have a shiny Dracovish in this very game. I just showed it off like 10 minutes ago. Yep, Fishy, 3 years and counting. Yes, so do I, Nightingale. There are, in the base game, without Isle of Armor, without Crown Tundra, there are a few Pokemon you cannot shiny hunt. Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, and Type Null Silvally. But pretty much everything else is shiny huntable in some way or another. With Isle of Armor, Kubfu and Urshifu are also not shiny huntable. With Crown Tundra, we just don't know yet. We don't have a clue what is and is not shiny locked in the expansion yet, and we won't know until tomorrow when it actually comes out and people data mine it. We just don't know yet. Yeah, Chris, that's for consistency. There's shiny versions of every Pokemon that's shiny locked, in every single game that they're shiny locked. You just can't obtain them, that's all. Oh yeah, Emil, trust me, when I get it, I will not reset over it like that guy with the Mewtwo. Because I'm not an idiot. We got 95 people watching. Y'all are nuts. Y'all are crazy. What are you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. Chris, probably not, because I like the idea of not hitting my head against the wall. I'm trying to be as careful as possible whenever I check the Latios to make sure I don't accidentally reset over it. I think I do a pretty good job. Oh, well, that works, Crystal. I mean, I woke up not too long ago, too, like maybe 2 hours ago now. I woke up, got a shower, ate lunch, and then pretty much started streaming. And wouldn't you know it, the haircut place is only open until 5. So, once again, I did not get a haircut this week. Here's why I can't. It's because my wife is the one who dictates my hair. Later, Nightingale. And she works second shift at the hospital, which means she's never awake until like 3 anyway, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to get a haircut again. That's up to her. She'll have to pick a day when she's okay with waking up early, like noon. So when she does, then I'll be able to get a haircut. But until then, I guess I'm just going to have to grow out my hair all over again. Which I hate my hair so much. It's terrible looking. I hate it, but oh well. She's not a nurse, Tony. She is essentially the janitor. She's not the janitor. She doesn't take out the trash. She does do the sanitary cleanup for emergency room beds, though. So whenever a patient is discharged or moved to a different room in the hospital, she needs to go in there and clean their room before the new patients can come in. And yes, she does. That does include people who tested positive for COVID. She has yet to get it herself, but she did receive news yesterday night that her sister got it. Her sister is a nurse in a different state, and she got COVID, so she's probably going to be fine. My wife is very, very scared, but she'll probably be okay. Most likely. Anyway. Yeah, but she is an RN. She just likes the janitor work. She's always liked the janitor work as long as she's been alive. That's been the job that she's gravitated towards. She has thought about maybe getting a different job at the hospital, just to change the scenery. But she's not pursuing it very hard because she likes it just fine as it is. I feel worse for my sister, honestly. My wife works in the hospital. She deals with COVID-positive patients all day, every day. But here's the thing. They have so many measures put in place to make sure that the hospital staff on all levels don't get it. And every time my wife comes home, she deep cleans in the shower for literally an hour every single day after she's done working. She just does everything to make sure she will never get it. And so far, there have been exactly 7 people in the hospital on staff who have gotten it, and 5 of them are people who work desk jobs. So they haven't had contact with these COVID-positive patients. So I'm not worried for my wife getting it, and even if she did get it, she literally works in a hospital. I'm sure she'll be fine. But my sister works with the election commission. She basically works here in town with the local election commission to... right now her job is mostly to answer phone calls from people who have questions about how the election works. And for those of you outside the United States, probably no secret or anything, but our presidential election is in 2 weeks, and my sister is on the staff to help make sure that people get the information to properly vote. I feel bad for her because she was just told she's a part-time employee, and from now until election day, she has to work 12 hours a day on part-time salary, although she does get overtime and a lunch break. But she has to work 12 hours a day, and on election day, she has to work 15 hours. The only upside to this is her bosses like her so much, they're actually going to ask her to stay on as full-time instead of just part-time. So that means after the election's over, she'll have stuff to do for a while. But still, I feel worse for her just because she's so overworked. She only took this as a part-time job, and they're definitely overworking her. That's not their fault. It's not her fault. Everyone understands. It's just because of the year we're in, between a new election and COVID. Just everyone is overworked and everyone is stressed out, and we know that. So I feel bad for her. I hope that I'm happy that she at least gets weekends off. Saturday and Sunday she gets off, but she's working 60 hours a week besides that. That's just insane. In fact, of everyone in my house, I'm probably the one who has it the easiest. I work from home. I have probably one of the easiest jobs in the world right now, just sitting here talking to a camera. And I'm never in contact with my sister or my wife physically because they're off in public all the time, so yeah. Anyway, I completely missed a lot of the comments. Let me go ahead and check. Soda, so glad you got your haircut despite it being long. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had to have it cut, but hey, girls prefer shorter hair because it's easier to manage, so I don't blame you. Hi, Ju-chan. Yeah, that was a while ago, Stomps. I don't really do the cards anymore, but hey, at least I still like Pokemon. Pokemon will always be my favorite video game franchise. Always. Nothing else will ever come close. Got a TV that plays VCR. Well, that's cool, Brandon, but why not just get a VCR? Oh, wait, you got a TV that you can plug your VCR into. That's what you mean. Okay. That's what you mean. Which Pokemon game was my favorite? Pokemon Silver version, the original one for Game Boy. Easily my favorite Pokemon game. Guys, we've been having such a huge number of people watching this whole time. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry, Soda. My mistake. You'll have to pardon me. I am not very good at that kind of stuff. I try my best, but I tend to fail often. My second favorite video game franchise, probably Final Fantasy, which is shocking because I never played a single game before last year. But then last year, I played the original Final Fantasy VII and just fell in love with it. For the first time. I played it like a full 20 years after it came out, 22 years after it came out, and I fell in love with it, and yeah, and ever since then I've been playing more and more Final Fantasy, getting deeper into the lore, buying more games to put on my shelf, just, you know, just absolutely falling in love with it, which I'm shocked at, but I guess it's true. I really do like Final Fantasy. Dexter Games. It's not that hard. I mean, one, I have really good internet. I'm capable of outputting a 4K stream if I wanted, although none of these games output 4K, so there's not much of a point. I have fast internet, I have a good computer, and I use OBS, which can do whatever resolution I want. I can do oddball resolutions like 960p if I wished. Yeah, Soda, thank you. I will slip up many times, and I just want to apologize in advance, but just know I am trying. Phantasy Star, I've heard great things about. I have Phantasy Star 4 for the Genesis. I haven't played it yet. Phantasy Star, those 4 games are available on a lot of different consoles as re-releases. I don't really have an excuse for not having played them yet, but I've heard great things about them. It's like one of the only RPG series that Sega actually made. Anyway. What's the longest shiny hunt I've ever done? You see this Latios? I started it 3 years ago. I have yet to find it. Aren't you glad you asked? Well, Dexter, in my case, I control that from my end. Like if I go to settings right now, output is, actually, wait, is it video? Yeah, on my OBS settings, my video output is set to 1920 by 1080. You control that from your, output settings. It's not on YouTube's end. Like I said, I'm capable of outputting 4K if I want. My Raichu counter is broken. No, it's not, Rob. I increment it in packs of 100, just so then I don't have to worry about hitting it every single time. It auto hunts itself, so I don't have to even think about it for an hour at a time. But yeah, I increment it in packs of 100. So after this next reset on Raichu, I'm going to bump it up straight to 3100. Well, Airham, if you want a Switch of any kind, you could get a Switch Lite for $200. That's the same as a new 3DS XL at launch. No, I don't use OBS Streamlabs. I use just straight up OBS, and I don't understand why people do use OBS Streamlabs. From what I've heard, it gives them nothing but issues. The forums are just flooded with people like, I've got this weird issue and no one knows how to fix it. Straight OBS, easy. I don't know why people even bother with Streamlabs. I do use the Streamlabs website. That's what I use for my alert box, my donation goal, my member goal. But I just take the website URLs and paste them into this, and that's it. So yeah, I still have 100 people watching. You guys are crazy. I appreciate you all so much. Yeah, haven't gotten a shiny yet. Ovidio. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Hey, if it helps everyone feel better, I did already get one shiny Yamask. I'll just show it off real quick. Is it here? Yeah. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, wait. I evolved it into Runerigus. So yeah, that was my first shiny Yamask. I straight up evolved that. I just wanted another one. I got my first one in 133 resets, so the fact that this one's taken so much longer, I guess just evens them out, right? Dexter, I thought you said that you can't go out of the house. How'd you get to Shiny Giratina if you haven't left your house? Remote rating. Makes sense. Coming to the end of that Raichu batch. Man, I hope I get my Yamask before Crown Tundra, and I hope I get my Raichu before Halloween. Those are like the... I asked for so little from these shiny hunts. So little. Oh, I hope you get a shiny Oshawott soon too, Sebastian. Oshawott is a great Pokemon. Samurott is my third favorite Pokemon of all time, only after Helioptile and Latias. So I hope you get a shiny Oshawott soon. It's this beautiful pink color. It really fits. It really complements the rest of its colors great. And we actually do have a full 100 people watching. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, so much. Even if you're here not talking, if you're just hanging out, or even just having this on as background noise, just know that I really do appreciate all of you. Eventually I'll get a shiny Oshawott. I want shiny Oshawott and a shiny Duat and a shiny Samurott at some point. Beans, I'm expecting them to be closer to Sword and Shield. I'm expecting them to be just straight up Sword and Shield compliments, like how Heart Gold, Soul Silver were Diamond and Pearl compliments. That's what I say. You know what I would like is I would like Diamond and Pearl remakes this generation, and I would like for the Great Marsh to be replaced with a brand new wild area. That would be cool. Of course, new Gigantamax Pokemon, most of them I'm sure from Gen 4, would be nice. The story, if it could follow more Platinum than Diamond and Pearl, that would be great. A Gigantamax Dialga and Gigantamax Palkia would of course make sense. Just like how they had Primal Reversion for Dialga, or for Groudon Kyogre. Oh, we're done with Raichu actually. But you know, who knows what'll happen? Who knows what they're planning over there at Game Freak? Maybe Diamond and Pearl remakes will actually be the start of Gen 9 and they'll shock all of us. Okay, checking my Pokédex for Raichu to make sure I didn't miss it. No shiny. Reset. Going up to 3100 now, which will be the that'll be my last reset on Raichu today. I'm only going up to 3100. Okay, and bump that counter up. Alright, and continue the other two. Oh yeah, I'm very much excited for that Splat Sim. I am going to be playing that as soon as it comes out. And as a reminder, Once Yamask hits 570, I'll need to empty out some boxes in Pokemon Home. I don't really play Kirby, Brandon. I really don't. The only one I've played in any significance is the most recent one. Kirby All-Star... whatever the new one was on the Switch, that's the only one I've played. Later, Soda. Hope you get a good grade on that history essay. Yeah, I told you guys this was going to be a quick stream. I'm only going to 640 on the Yamask. Which, you know, actually, I wonder if I might be able to fit in another 100 on Raichu during that time. 2 hours from now. No, it's not worth it. No, there won't be enough time. Actually, I would. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We'll see how I'm feeling an hour from now. Thank you, Explode. I appreciate it. Man, there's a lot of people popping in who say they haven't seen me in a while. I wonder if me telling people to subscribe has actually been bumping the algorithm up to tell my own subscribers that I'm doing stuff again. Again, it sucks that that's the world that we live in, but YouTube is no longer YouTube, it is ThemTube. You remember back when televisions had tubes? It's no longer YouTube, it's them screen. That's what it is. I should just make a YouTube competitor called Them Scream. That's what I should do. Them Scream. Don't worry, totally not going to do that. What game am I playing? Well, I mean, I got Pokemon Shield, Omega Ruby, and over there is Let's Go Pikachu. Rob Marks, that's actually funny. That's actually funny. I don't know why, but it is. No, I don't play Roblox. Never played Roblox. Never will. Not for me. How do you get the Nintendo things on stream? I use a capture card. I wish I had a second capture card, actually, for Let's Go, but right now I'm just pointing a webcam at my television. But hey, it works, and it does look presentable, so yeah. But yeah, Let's Go is just a webcam pointed at a TV. The one above me is an Elgato 60S capture card, and my 3DS is a modified 3DS with video out. It was not cheap, and the person who makes it no longer exists, so I'm very happy to have it, and I hope that I always have it. Although, that being said, I have had it for over 5 years now, and I'm very worried that I won't always have it, but God, I hope so, because a 3DS capture card is so valuable to me as a content creator. I hope so too, your boy. Thank you very much. They stopped modding because the person I got it from was in Japan, and a few years ago Japan passed a law that made it illegal to sell modified video game consoles. So, put them right out of business. Now there's only one person who sells modded 3DSs, and they do it so sporadically, like literally maybe 1 month total out of the past 3 years that they have opened up their shop to accept 3DS mods. Luckily, That Bald Gamer got in on it right when that was happening, so he managed to get a new 3DS capture card, and he and I will be continuing our Shiny Celebi race one of these days. I think Charizard Shiny's pretty cool, yeah. Hi, Honeybee, how's it going? I'm a fan of your inn, the Honeybee Inn. Big fan. Now, I have seen Sonic X, Brandon. I have seen it. I wouldn't consider myself a big fan of it or anything. If I could get a shiny with 100 people watching, I would be very happy. And so would 100 people. Oh, thank you, Airham. I appreciate that. Hi, Henry. How's it going? Remember, guys, in just a few hours from now, about 3, I will be playing Among Us here on stream, so make sure that you, if you have to leave between now and then, make sure that you come back this evening so that you could watch that. The last time I streamed, we had so many people watch, and it was a really, really fun time. I'm really looking forward to doing it again tonight. My favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Silver version for Game Boy Color. The original one, not the Heart Gold Soul Silver. Those are better, but yeah, Jordan, I knew someone would bring that up. No, I'm not, and even if she were to ask, I would refuse. But I'm not going into why. What is with all this Christmas melodies? Every single time I stream, those are like all over the place. Oh man. Oh, actually, Glitch put out a brand new Pokemon remix today. I'll go ahead and play that. Brand new Pokemon remix from Glitch X City. Glimwood Tangle. Mostly nostalgia, Muffin Man. Actually, it's pretty much just nostalgia. Like I said, Jordan, I'm not getting into my reasons. I'm really hoping that doesn't get brought up at all. I've been looking forward for over a week to just having a nice Among Us stream where people are having fun, and now I'm just dreading coming up tonight and just having people comment over and 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 over about her. I'm not looking forward to that, and I hope it doesn't happen. We'll have to see. I haven't been in Glimwood Tangle for a very long time. That's a beautiful area of this game. I'm sure Joe Merrick has nightmares about it because of that 24-hour live stream he did last year. But man, it is beautiful. I love it. This game is really, really gorgeous. I don't care what people say comparing the trees to Ocarina of Time. The actual locations, the Pokemon, they're all really, really well done. I love them. I love everything about this game. That's because it is Mecha. That's literally what I talked about. Glimwood Tangle, that's what this is. That's what the music is. It's a remix from that song. Hi, Splooncraft. How's it going? Or some people's names scream. Those are my channel members. Those are the people who have hit the join button. Basically, you pay $5 a month, and in return, you get all sorts of cool perks. You get early access to my videos. You get a special section of my Discord server. You get your name at the end of all of my videos in the end title card. You get access to the green name, a custom badge, and all sorts of cool emotes that no one else gets to use, not even my mods. So yeah, that's what the green names mean, is that they're channel members. Well, I mean, my Discord server is open to everyone. It's just that there's special sections that are only available to channel members or patrons. You're not allowed to have Discord? Well, then you probably shouldn't have one. Later, Scribbles. Thanks for being here. Do I have any tips for shiny hunting? Well, first of all, do your research. If there's a certain Pokemon you want to hunt for, check every game that is available. Make sure that you can actually find it in that game. And then find out what the easiest method is to hunt for it. So, if I wanted to shiny hunt for Snivy, probably the best thing to do would be to get a Snivy in Generation 5. Then transfer it up to Generation 6 or 7 where you have access to the Shiny Charm. And then Masuda method for it so you get your odds all the way down to 512. That's probably the best way to shiny hunt for a Snivy. Once you find what you're going for and you start on it, my best tip is just to be persistent. Don't expect to get it in the first 10 minutes. Don't expect to get it in the first hour. If 10 hours have gone by and you haven't gotten it, don't give up. Just keep going at it. Don't give up, because eventually you'll get it. And when you do, you'll be very happy and you'll be glad you didn't give up. That's my number one tip for shiny hunting. And if you need any encouragement, if you need any inspiration to keep it up, go watch other people shiny hunt. Especially look at people with compilations of the shinies that they've got. I always point to A-Drive, because he has tons of shinies that he's gotten. He's made so many compilations from so many games. Definitely, just, you know, trust me, the more you watch other people get shinies, the more it'll encourage you to get your own. And no, Oshawott is not currently in Sword and Shield. We don't know if it'll be in Crown Tundra, although my guess is no. So Oshawott would only be available, essentially, in Generations 5, 6, and 7. There is the chance that it'll be in Crown Tundra tomorrow, but we just don't know yet, and my guess is no. Why is Crown Tundra such a big deal? It's an expansion. It's a brand new area of these games, and it brings back a lot of Pokemon. It introduces a lot of new Pokemon. I believe they've introducing 3 brand new Pokemon and 4 new regional forms. That's 7 right there. Not to mention all the new ones it's bringing back, the legendaries, the Nidoran line, a bunch of others. So yeah, there's just a lot that are coming back in these games. Plus, it's a brand new area to explore. I think I spent maybe 4 or 5 hours doing the Isle of Armor story, and I still go back there all the time to do some extra things every once in a while. So, yeah, Crown Tundra is just worth it because there's a lot of cool stuff that they're adding. I don't know, Lucario. I try not to speculate. I'm just excited to try out Crown Tundra and enjoy it. Also, forgot to empty my boxes. Rats. Okay. Save my game. Yep, Crown Tundra's live tomorrow, and I'll be streaming it live tomorrow. Need to empty out my boxes now in Pokemon Home. I think it won't be 10 hours, Beans, but it might be 5. I'm thinking 5. Okay, need to leave. You know, I could just transfer those, actually. I'm just going to do this then. No, I haven't played Crash 4 yet. Oh, I just reset. Rats. First time I've ever done that. That's okay. Do I like Pokemon? Love it. Easily my favorite video game franchise. I have a huge passion for Pokemon. I've loved it since the day it came to North America back in 1998. I've literally loved Pokemon longer than a lot of you have been alive. So I don't see that ever changing. I don't need more mods, Dexter, so I mean, you can ask, but the answer is there are no new mods, and I'm not going to add more mods. I've done Fall Guys in the past, people haven't watched it, and also it's harder for me to find more people willing to play with me. It was all I could do to set up the Among Us thing today. How does someone get it in general? Not on this stream. That's a loaded question. Fall Guys just kind of fell flat. Unrelated to human fall flat. Interesting. Okay. Checking Latios real quick. No shiny. Reset. Okay, there we go. And now we're ready to continue on our hunt. Later, Laura. Thanks for being here. And thanks for tweeting out the stream as well. I appreciate it. Well, Giratina will indeed be available in Crown Tundra, so you should be able to. Actually, that reminds me of something. Okay, I need to make sure I'm on the correct box. There we go. Okay. It's as easy as that now to delete 200 Pokemon that you don't need. Okay, checking something. Wow. Wow. I for sure thought I had more than one shiny Giratina. I only have one and it's in altered form. Well, that's annoying. I was going to see if I had more than one, but I don't. So I guess I'm just going to keep that one in Go instead of moving it to Crown Tundra once Go integration with Home comes out. I do have a few shinies that I can move from Go to Sword and Shield once Go and Home integration comes. For example, I have a ton of shiny Swablu I can move over. I have is Seedot in this game? I don't think so. I have a few others I can move, is my point. I don't think so, Carson. Just as a guess, I would say no, they won't be, but I'd be happy to be wrong. I'd be very happy if I were wrong. I'd be proud to be incorrect. What bird do I think looks the best? Well, of the original, Articuno. Of the Galarian birds, Articuno. My opinion on shiny Ninetales. It's a beautiful gray color. It looks like it's this gray with a tinge of purple on it. It's gorgeous. It just looks like it has this fur coat that's like silk. That's what it looks like. What's better, Ruby or Emerald? It depends. It really depends. You could make the argument that Emerald is better because it has a more complete story. I would make the argument that Ruby is better because at least there you could shiny hunt for stuff. At least there, I could get a shiny Groudon. I can't do that in Emerald. Because Emerald's RNG is broken. Instead of resetting every time the game starts up, it resets only when you create a brand new save file. That's it. So yeah, it's broken. You can't shiny hunt for legendaries in Emerald. That sucks, doesn't it? Do I like Zelda? I love Breath of the Wild. And Age of Calamity is now less than a month away. I'm going to be playing that out the wazoo. I guarantee it. So, yeah, I mean, I like Breath of the Wild. I barely played any of the other Zelda games, and I didn't particularly like some of them, so I guess take your... make of that as you will. Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited for Breath of the Wild too. I can't wait till we learn more about that. But until then, Age of Calamity looks great. Can't wait for it. It's going to be great. I get to play as 3 of the best champions that Hyrule has to offer, and Revali. Are you excited? I'm excited. If I had to choose between Age of Calamity or PS5, what will you choose? Well, Age of Calamity. I wanted a PS5 at launch. It's not going to happen. I'm just not going to be able to afford it. My one chance that I had to get it is gone. So, yeah, not going to happen. I'm definitely going to get a PS5 sometime and an Xbox Series X, just not at launch like I was planning on it. Oh well, not much I can do about that. Did I watch the new Pokemon movie? You mean Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution? Not yet, although it does come out on home video next month, and I have it pre-ordered. So I will watch it when I get the chance. Do I have that pre-ordered? How much is the PS5? $500 for the version that comes with the disc drive, which is the one I want. Because obviously. You really want it to have a price drop? It won't get a price drop for years from now. There's no reason for it to drop in price. Yes, it's on Netflix, Gum, but it's also getting a home video release. I don't have Netflix, so I haven't seen it. Who needs Netflix when you have Disney Plus? That's sort of how I feel. I haven't seen a good reason to get Netflix. Even that, it's just a remake of Mewtwo Strikes Back, which I have in like 8 different copies of, so I don't really have a reason to get Netflix just to watch a remake of something that I know by heart, frontwards and backwards. No shiny yet, Nathaniel. Mandalorian Season 2. Oh yeah, definitely looking forward to that. We're only, what, 9 days away now? Super soon. Man, I'm looking forward to that. Got a TI-83 for school. Cool. Cool, Emil. I have a TI-84. They're pretty much the same thing. Those calculators are really intense. I mean, I could actually go and grab my TI-84 real quick. Those things are so intense, you could play literal video games on them. You guys should go, if you haven't already, you should go and check out LGR's video. He's made a video where you could, of all the different kinds of games that you could play on graphing calculators. which is so fun and so funny. But yeah, they are intense things. They're powerful computers that only do one thing, and they do that one thing well, which is calculate. You really do need those for when you go to high school and then college, so that you're able to do stuff in calculus and all sorts of stuff. And those things do have purposes after you're out of school if you still do stuff involving mathematics, like if you're an engineer or an architect or something like that. Graphing calculators are very important, so they're definitely worth the investment. And like I said, if nothing else, you could always resell it for like $100. But you could just keep it around as a video game system, which is so silly. Yeah, you're right, Choppy One. I'm pretty sure that the calculator I have is capable of that. Although it's that's not its purpose. You would need to reprogram it, and I wouldn't want to. I want to just keep it stock, personally. Okay. Hard to believe we're still 70 away from... Hold on. We're still 50 away. My mistake. We're still 52 away from the end of the masks, which means I put in 60, 70. I put in 75. I've got 50 to go. Okay. You know, maybe I will do another Raichu as well. It's Texas Instruments. Yeah, it's TI. TI is Texas Instruments. TI-83, TI-84, Texas Instruments, calculator number 83. That's what the TI stands for. I like Lunala and Solgaleo in their own ways for different reasons. I like Solgaleo because it's a lion and lions are cool, but I like Lunala because it's a beautiful... It's like it's kind of like a bat, but it's more angelic than that. I don't know how else to describe it. It's beautiful, that's what it is. You know, one of these days I'm going to get the Latios. Then everyone will know about it. You guys, it'll be impossible for you guys to miss that I had gotten it. It won't be an Electrode. Yeah! People ask. I have had people ask, Skull, who's better, you or Smallant? You know what? I don't know. But at least I haven't reset over a shiny. Just a subtle flex. I did not fail a shiny like he did. I will say, like, without a doubt, he is way more entertaining than I am, but, man, at least I play games on real hardware and don't fail shiny Pokemon. Just saying. It won't be an Electrode. More importantly, Crystal, it will not be a Mewtwo that I reset over like an idiot. That's what it'll not be. So, yeah. That's what I say. He uses an emulator, Dexter. And to be fair, he most likely has the real game. So, emulating it on a computer is not illegal because he owns a copy of the game. He's just using the emulator to speed things up so that he's not there for weeks, just there for a few days. Yeah, there's applications. Trust me, that calculator is going to be able to do way more than you'll ever know. Yeah, exactly, Socrates. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, he didn't illegally use the emulator as long as he owned an actual copy of the game. It's just, if I were to do that challenge, I would use a real copy of the game. Because at least then, once I'm done with my shiny lock, as it were, then I can go ahead and move those shinies up to later generations. That's what I would do. But that's, you know, he's an entertainer. He has... Every single day he streams, he needs to entertain, he needs to do a variety of stuff. I can afford to sit here for weeks on end just doing shiny hunting. He can't, so... Still, he did fail a shiny Electrode. I did not. Yeah, exactly, Crystal. Yeah, he also killed the shiny Weasel. Yeah, I know. I saw his explanation for that. His explanation was that he didn't think that he would need a Weasel later, so he got rid of it there. He basically didn't do a lot of planning for that run. He just sort of made it up as he went. He didn't start actually planning until around the 3rd or 4th badge. By then, the Weasel was long dead anyway. What are the Delta Shinies? Doesn't exist. I mean, I've seen people who kill Shinies on stream. They do it because they know that it's... I mean... There's this one YouTuber I watch who also does a bit of shiny hunting, but he does a wide variety of stuff, like training Pokemon to level 100 in unconventional ways. His name is Absol Plays, and during one of his, actually several times when he has done level 100 gauntlets is what he calls them, during one of them specifically, he was trying to get from level 1 to 100 in a single SOS chain. And during that chain, I believe he found not one, but 2 shiny Chansey. And he had to kill them both for the sake of the gauntlet. Which, hey, who can blame him? Who could blame him? I did not, Corey, actually. I should check that out. Did you see the trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon? That was a good trailer. I'm really looking forward to that film. I was looking forward to it anyway, but the trailer makes it look really, really cool. Yeah, I believe it's a Hulu exclusive. Not yet, Dexter, but I'm less than 2 million points away. I'm level 39. I'm at 3.1 out of 5 mil experience, so I'm really close. I had one, Mr. Lodemir. I had one. I evolved it into a shiny Runerigus instead. Well, I don't know if that's sad, Sebastian. Disney has been really, really on top of their animated films lately. This entire decade has been just chock full of one great hit after another. Pixar has been very mixed this decade. Their decade began with Cars 2, so they have had some good films. They had Inside Out, they had Brave, which I thought was good. They had Coco, but they also had Cars 2. Toy Story 4 was good too, but they had Cars 2. They had The Incredibles 2, which I wasn't a big fan of. They had Monsters University. Like, they've just had a mixture this year, whereas all of Disney's films have been top tier. Everything from The Princess and the Frog up through Frozen 2, which is arguably their least good film of the past decade, and even that was still great. So there you go. Oh, I'm glad that you kept your 7-year-old iPad game night. That thing is a treasure. Oh, it's a great film, Fishy. In fact, when Crystal and Joanna visited me last October, they watched it together while they were here at my house. I believe it was Crystal's first time seeing it. She cried it. But yeah, let me list all the Disney animated films that they've come out with since 2009. The Princess and the Frog, Tangled, what was 2011? Winnie the Pooh, 2012, Route Breaks the Internet, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Zootopia, Moana, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Frozen 2. That's a huge collection of amazing films, so I expect nothing less than for Raya to be an equally amazing film. Pixar, since 2009. Well, 2009 was up and 2010 was Toy Story. Okay, fair enough, I suppose. But then, Cars 2. Then Brave. Then Monsters University. Did they make one in 2014? I don't think so. 2015, Inside Out, good film. Cars 3, never mind. Finding Dory. Incredibles 2. Coco, really good. And, Toy Story 4. way better than it had any right to be. So, hey, they have actually made a bunch of good films during the past decade, but they've also made quite a few duds, or at least ones that are forgettable. No pun intended on Finding Dory. So, Soul, and of course Onward this year. I forgot about that. Another forgettable film, unfortunately. It was good, but it was forgettable. It was generic is sort of the problem with it. It felt like it didn't have as much world building as other films that Pixar has made. So the fact that Soul looks a little more of the same doesn't surprise me. Thankfully, it is going to be on Disney Plus on Christmas, and it'll be free to watch for those of us with Disney Plus. I'll watch it. I'll probably enjoy it. The early reviews for it are pretty promising, but Pixar just doesn't have the same spark that it did in the 90s and in the 2000s. This past decade has just been sort of meh, whereas Disney has completely flipped around. The 2000s for them were the meh decade. In fact, it was probably one of the worst decades they've ever had in terms of the quality of their films. And then in the past 10 years, they turned it around and made some of their best films ever. I'm sorry, Crystal. Oh, man. I'm glad that you two got to see it together, though. Yes, I play Pokemon Go, Mr. Vladimir. I am level 39, and I have over 200 shinies in Pokemon Go. Also, fun fact, everyone. This year is the last year of the decade, not the first year of the decade. There was no year zero, which means decades should be counted from years ending in 1 through years ending in 0. So 2020 is the final year of the 2010s decade. The next decade does not begin until January 1st, 2021. Best generation? Best. My favorite is Generation 2. But is that actually the best? That's a good question. Best is subjective. And subjectively, my favorite generation is Gen 2. So, yeah. It just improved so much on what was wrong with Gen 1. It completely fixed the problems with Pokemon and then expanded on it and made it just such a behemoth of a generation and so enjoyable. Everything about Gen 2 was just a real treat. No shiny yet, but we're also not to odds yet, so that's to be expected. I wonder if Raichu will pass Latios before we see it as a shiny. I guess we'll see. When did I start Pokemon Go? As best I could tell, early 2016. Hey, Crystal, imagine how happy you'll be when you get that shiny. Oh yeah, this is speaking of Gen 4, this is Diamond and Pearl Galactic Remix. Galactic Boss Battle Remix. Yeah, Raichu is full odds. There's no way to lower the odds on traded Pokemon in Let's Go. So even though I have the Shiny Charm in Let's Go Pikachu, it does not affect this hunt. Also, we just hit 600 on Yamask. 600. It'd be, of course, interesting if we could get it on 666 for Halloween, but if we do, that's not going to be today because I'm only going to go to 640. I've put in 512. I put in about 90 resets so far. I've got another 30 to go. I don't think I'm going to do another 100 Raichu. I think I'm just going to end the Raichu at 3100. No, I don't give away my shinies. I keep them. Yeah, 100%. I'm just going to end Raichu at 3100. Of course, I could just get the Galamask or the Raichu before the end of this stream. That would be nice. As a reminder, I have yet to get a shiny from an egg in this generation between half odds and odds and a half. Anything between 256 and 777. I have yet to get a shiny from an egg between those two numbers. So if I do get a shiny Yamask today, it'll be a new milestone. Yes, I have all the hat Pikachus that have been released so far, Sebastian. The only ones I don't have are the only ones that haven't come out yet, which is the Sun and Moon Pikachu and the Journeys Pikachu. I've gotten a few of those, Choppy, yeah. I haven't really paid attention to them, though. Hi, Phlox, how's it going? No, Time Chester, there is no year 0. Which means the very first decade was the years 1 through 10. The second decade was years 11 through 20. So that means that this decade is from 2001 through 2010, and then 2011 through 2020. The next decade begins in the year 2021 and goes through the year 2030. So there you go. The decade is from year 1 through 0, not 0 through 9. There was no year 0, so that's how it has to go. It's like how the century began in the year 2001 and the millennium began in the year 2001. Although, to be fair, who really celebrated the year... Everyone celebrated when 1999 ended and 2000 began, not the other way around. That's okay. Not everyone could be educated and have a big brain like me. Can't catch a level 8 Smeargle, just keep checking Pokeballs. I don't know what else to tell you. Try and put it to sleep if you can. If you can't, just keep checking Pokeballs. I mean, you could think about it that way, yeah, Choppy. Yeah, I've never been able to solve a Rubik's Cube, Dexter, so... yeah, I don't equate myself to them. What was my first Pokédex completed? You mean Pokédex? Very first Pokédex I ever completed was in Red and Blue, before Generation 2 was even a thing. 2000 was a pretty big year, Carson. I liked the year 2000. There was a lot of stuff that happened that year. That was the year I moved into this house. So 20 years ago next month, we moved about a week before Thanksgiving. Have you guys ever heard the story of Thanksgiving? Long, long ago, there was a time when America was not America. And then Americans came to America and made it America. Thus, America was born. And that's the story of Thanksgiving. I remember 2000 fairly well. I remember the 90s pretty well as well. I was born in 92, so I actually can claim, yes, I am a 90s kid, because I remember a lot of that decade. It was a pretty good decade. I liked it a lot. Although, at the same time, I was young, and my parents did a good job of shielding me from the real world, but... but, yeah, I had a good childhood. I enjoyed the 90s. I've had a pretty good life. I've enjoyed pretty much every decade. You know what the best part was about the 90s, though? Pokemon and Disney Afternoon. Between those two, a 90s kid could be very, very happy. And I was very, very happy. Which is part of why I'm still doing video games in Disney Plus. They remind me of my childhood. And I had a good childhood, so... I just like the idea of not having to grow up. Because... I was happy as a kid. No, I'm not doing Raid Hour, Dexter. I'm going to be playing Among Us tonight. That stream starts in about 2 hours, which is why I'm only going to 640 on Yamask. I want to make sure that I end this, have time to get dinner, and have time to change over streams and get my new layout ready for the Among Us stream. Just got to make sure that I'm set for that. Okay, coming to the end of these Raichu. No, this will end once I get to 640 on Yamask. That's when this stream will be ending. Just got a Hundo Ivysaur. Nice. most of you probably don't realize this. Ivysaur has a really adorable Pokemon sprite in Generation 1. In fact, I like it so much, I'm going to look it up real quick and see if I can't show it here on screen. It's this adorable sprite in Gen 1 where it's standing on its hind legs smiling at the camera. Wow, this is really small. This is really small. Hang on. 56 pixels by 56 pixels. I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't know what this is going to look like when it gets onto screen. And I blow it up, but oh man, it's... Hello? Okay, SPR 1B. It's a really adorable sprite. Okay, I have it saved onto my computer. Now let me bring it up here. I'm telling you guys, this is worth seeing. SPR 1B. There you are. Look at how adorable that is! Isn't that cute? I love that. I absolutely love that. How do you get the sprites? I just downloaded that from Bulbapedia. Yep, that's Ivysaur. The Gen 1 sprites have a tendency to not really look very close to what they're, to what they actually look like, but man, they made Ivysaur look adorable. I wish that Ivysaur could stand on its hind legs all the time, especially with that white underbelly. It just looks so cute. Oh man, somebody actually made some really solid fan art for me one time of Ivysaur standing on its hind legs. If people could keep doing that, I would be so happy. Ivysaur on its hind legs is cute, and I want to hug it. Yeah, told you it was cute. What's my favorite type combination? I don't think about type combinations very much, honestly. My favorite Pokemon is Helioptile, but my favorite types are not electric or normal, so I don't know. It's not something I ever thought of. That would be cool, Mecha. No, I haven't played Genshin Impact. I have Breath of the Wild to keep me happy. Yeah, Hitmontop's okay. I think its shiny is pretty. Okay, it looks like we're in our last 10 Raichu for this reset, which means there's going to be quite a lot of time here where I'm not going to have any Raichu hunting going on. Ultra Necrozma is in this game right now. Reunique. You could totally get a Ultra Necrozma right now in Sword and Shield. You just need a Necrozma and a Solgaleo or Lunala, and voila. So, it's not about whether I think it'll return or not. I'm telling you, it's in this game right now. It has returned. Poison types are cool, Phlox. I think my favorite type would be Fairy. I'm not sure, though. How do you get to Ultra Necrozma? Well, you need to transfer up Necrozma and one of the other ones from previous games. You can't just natively catch them here, although you should be able to when Crown Tundra comes out. I mean, I've seen plenty of Ultra Necrozmas in raids, either my own or ones that my friends have participated in, but yeah, as you can see right here, there's Necrozma, there's Solgaleo, there's Lunala, so that's all you need to get Ultra Necrozma in these games. Dexter, you keep saying bye. Which of these times is it that you're actually going to leave? Grass has to be the most consistent type. Actually, the most common type is water. As much as a quarter of all Pokemon are water types. Something like that. It's a really high number. Let me double check that, make sure that I got that right. 16% of all Pokemon are water type. Every single other type has been paired up with water at least once. So yeah, that's about a sixth of all Pokemon in existence are water types. 144. Pretty cool, huh? Do I think the iPhone 12 is worth it? I'm not an iPhone guy. I got a Galaxy Note 9 from Samsung as my phone, and it's great. I don't see the point in iPhone. I think that old iPhones are pretty cool, but you know, you can't use them as actual phones. They're interesting as novelty pieces to see. They're sort of like technological archaeology, you know, looking to see what iPhones used to look like. As far as brand new iPhones, I don't think so. I wouldn't bother getting anything later than the iPhone maybe 7, frankly. That's just me. That's definitely just me. Plenty of Apple fanboys, they'll swear by iPhone, but I don't know. Apple's always been way too controlling, way too overpricing, and they got rid of the headphone jack. So, sorry to any iPhone fanboys out there. I am not one. Morpeko's pretty good. I'm very happy to have a shiny of that. Yes, I'm playing Among Us tonight, Duck Sauce. I'll be starting that stream in about an hour and a half. Did I enjoy school? I enjoyed most of school. There were always parts of it that I didn't enjoy, but... Well, I mean, I could either get used to it, or I could just not deal with it in the first place, Sebastian. That's sort of what I'm saying. Why would I bother swapping to something just to be forced to get used to things when I could avoid it and be happy not having to ever worry about it? That's sort of what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the last Raichu, so I should probably check that now. Okay, Pokédex. Checking Raichu. No shiny, reset. And actually, as I said, I'm not even going to be playing more. I'm not going to be doing another reset today. Wireless headphones are nice. I don't need wireless headphones. I need wired earbuds. Or something like this, where they're actually headphones, not earbuds. But you can't really lie down in bed and use those, can you? No, I think Apple has done a lot of pretty cool things. Just the fact that their very first ever iPod is still usable to this day because of the infrastructure that they have given to iTunes, that is just a testament to their commitment to their customers for backwards compatibility. But the fact that they just removed the headphone jack for no good reason is also proof that they don't care about their customers in the current day. They just try and force new trends on people, and people will go with it because it's Apple and they're Apple fans forever. I'm not saying I absolutely hate Apple. I think that they're the epitome of evil or anything. I mean, like I love collecting iPods. I love collecting old iPhones and iPads, and even old Apple computers are pretty cool. But modern Apple, I don't want anything to do with. That's all. Not until it becomes retro and it'll be cool to collect this stuff. Like, someday the iPhone 10 will be 25 years old, and I would love to get one. Just as a collector's piece, as a novelty, as a curiosity. But in terms of actually getting a brand new phone to use all the time as my phone device, I have a phone that I love. It gives me everything I need. It can shoot video in 4K 60. I can play video games on it. It has 256 gigs of internal hard drive space. I can play Pokemon Go all day long without the battery going down to 0. It's just such a good phone. I don't see the need to upgrade to, or to change to an iPhone where I lose my headphone jack, I lose a lot of privacy. I wouldn't be able to play a lot of games because the App Store no longer has Epic Games on it. Just a lot of reasons for me to not go over to the iPhone. Not to mention, I think it's pretty overpriced, so that's pretty much my opinion on that. But hey, iPods and iPhones that can no longer connect to cell services, give me those all the time, because they're cool to look at, to see what once was way back when. As curiosities, as collector's items, I'm all for Apple. As far as actually using them in my everyday life for actual purposes, no thank you. No thank you. So we're about 23 away from reaching the end of today on Yamask. Like I said, I'm pretty much done with that. I think I could just go ahead and turn off that webcam, actually. Yeah, there we go. So that's going to just be a black screen. You know what I could do, though? You know what I'm going to do, just for the fun of it? Later, thanks for being here. I'm going to put this there. Because why not? Look at that. Now everyone gets to see the adorable hind legs Ivysaur. I want to see more art of that. Please give me more art of hind legs Ivysaur, please. It's so adorable! Wasn't expecting an egg hatch there. That'll do. Actually, we got really close to the 90% mark for Latios. 90% is 3686. So we're actually going to get kind of close to that today. That's cool. So we put in about 1% for Latios today. So even if we don't get a shiny, we put in those resets. We took the time to get closer to a shiny for all three of these. So I'm happy. Plus, we passed the time leading up to Among Us, of course. Bulbasaur is a grass poison type, actually. Yes, I have streamed on Twitch, Makai, but I much prefer streaming on YouTube. This is where my audience is. It's just easier for me to archive stuff here. I just much prefer streaming on YouTube over Twitch. I do have a Twitch. I have streamed on Twitch. It's not my priority anymore, especially since it seems like companies are going after Twitch streamers left, right, and center with their DCMAs now. So, no thank you. I'd rather just stick with YouTube. DMCAs, whatever it is. Yeah, it's DMCA. So, no, I'm sticking with YouTube. Well, no, I'm not almost a loss on Latios time, Jester. I've still got 400 plus to go. But I do appreciate it. Oh, thanks for being here anyway, Hopoctor. Yeah, game night. Mixed types have always been the norm since Generation 1. In fact, in Gen 1, there was only one Pokemon that was a pure grass type, and that was Tangela. That's right. For a while, Tangela had a unique type combo of 1. It was the only pure grass type. Most disappointing evolution years of Samurott. Aw, I love Samurott. I really love Samurott. Sorry you don't like it. I don't know what my least favorite is. I don't know. Chris will not be playing with me, Duck Sauce, but Sagasi will. And there will be maybe a few others that you recognize. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Samurot's cute. Samurott is great. I love it. There's not enough Samurott artwork in the world. There's not enough Ivysaur artwork in the world. On its hind legs, anyway. I love Samurott. My third favorite Pokemon. If there was a life-size Samurott plush, I would get it. I would. Well, I think Vian's busy figuring out his move, so... I technically didn't actually ask him, but... I think he's just busy. I haven't seen him have any interest in playing Among Us anyway, so... I mean, if he actually would have played with me today, then that's on me for not asking, but... I just got the impression that he's not interested. Okay, we're 19 away. Looks like I'm timing this just about right. As a reminder, tomorrow Crown Tundra comes out probably around 5 p.m. my time. Which means I'm going to have to get up early at like 9 or 10 to hunt for that Yamask and hope that I get it before Crown Tundra comes out. Okay, Google. Set alarm for 9 a.m. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be up early. No, I didn't get the Raichu, Nate. I just do them in batches of 100, and I know that I won't have enough time to put in another 100 before I'm done today. So I just halted it. So yeah, I'll be up bright and early tomorrow working on this triple hunt once again. With any luck, I'll get the Yamask before Crown Tundra comes out. And if not, I'll be at double odds when it does. And then, of course, I will be playing Crown Tundra as soon as it's out. I will be streaming it. I'll be having fun. Really looking forward to it. Learning all sorts of stuff about it. Exploring. It'll be fun. No. No, it's not out. It comes out tomorrow, Kieran. Hi, DB. How's it going? Also, guys, we have over 150 likes on the stream. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys haven't already, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't. It's possible that some of you think you're subscribed, but you're actually not. So make sure you are subscribed. Double check, make sure, and yeah. No, Kieran, it is getting a simultaneous release worldwide. It's being released everywhere at the same time. It's just due to time zones. Americans get it tomorrow, and the rest of the world gets it the day after, but it's all at the exact same time. Ivysaur is so adorable! I love it! You know what Ivysaur looks like right now, actually? It looks like a good boy. That's what it looks like. A good boy. Ivysaur emote should happen. If there's interest in an Ivysaur emote, then I will make an Ivysaur emote. Although, I would need more channel members in order to unlock one more emote, so we would need 3 more channel members for Ivysaur to be an emote. Or girl. Yeah, maybe it's a good girl. I would prefer it to be a good girl. It's a good girl. Ivysaur's a good girl. Yeah, it's a good girl. One of these days I'm going to get that Latios, and I'm going to lose my mind. I've been hunting for this thing for 3 years. Can you imagine when I actually do get it? with a flower crown. Oh, that's actually a great idea, Tessa. That sounds adorable, actually. Hind legs Ivysaur with a flower crown. Aw. That's going to make my heart melt. That's right, Hunter. 3 years. I started hunting for it in 2017. October 2017. I haven't given up. I think it's pretty much a guarantee that I'll hit odds on it by the end of 2020, right? What time does Crown Tundra come out? We don't know, Kieran. We just don't know. We're thinking 6 p.m. Eastern, which is like midnight in Europe, but we don't know. We just don't know yet. It'll just drop whenever it drops, basically. We don't know for sure. We can just guess. But yeah, I think it's pretty much a guarantee I'll hit odds on Latios by the end of 2020. Essentially, I want to hit odds on Latios every single year between now and when I get it. God forbid I have to go over double odds for it, but if I do, that means in the year 2021, I want to get between 4,900. Bleh. If I get to 4,096 by the end of this year, I want to get to 8,192 by the end of next year. I really hope I don't have to take that long. But you can't control shiny hunting, so I am prepared to do what I need to in order to keep up with the Latios consistently. And it'll help that beginning next year I'll be able to quad hunt as well. Turbo controller, Switch, 3DS, DS. So yeah, it helps that I'll be able to do that. Later, DB. Thanks for being here. Well, it's not like I'm determined, Game Time. I'm just persistent. I want it, so I'm going to get it. That's all. I'm going to go for it as often as I can. To be fair, I'm not at odds yet for Latios, so realistically I shouldn't even expect to see it until next year anyway, when I am over odds for it. So if I get it this year, it'll actually be unexpected. It's not something we should expect. We should expect to see the Latios until after we've hit odds on it. No, I don't rage when I'm shiny hunting, Fox. I stream so I can hang out with you guys so I can pass the time. What if I had 2 3DSs hunting for Latios? Well, I could totally do that, man, but I've been hunting for it so long in this exact copy of it, I just want to finish it on this copy. It's more important for me to get it on this one and hunt for other things than to focus all my resources on just getting one Pokemon. No, it doesn't change the chance, Chris. Every single time I get a Latios, it rolls a die with 4,096 sides. Every single time. If it's a 1, it's a shiny. If it's any of the other 4,095, then it's not a shiny. And there's nothing that you could do to increase the odds. It doesn't change once you hit odds. Who knows? Every single time that I've gotten this Latios, it's possible that it's rolled a 2. For the past 3,674 times, it could have rolled a 2 every single time. Unlikely, but yeah. Will I be doing this same hunt again except for Latios? No. No. My plan for Latios is to get it in this very copy of Omega Ruby with the Eon ticket. By the time I get the Eon ticket, I will have my Shiny Charm, So I'll be able to go down to Southern Island, encounter Latios, run away, encounter, run away. It's a 30-second reset, which means theoretically, it's a 30-second reset, which means that I can get 7 times as many Latios encountered in the time it takes me to get 1 Latios. And my odds will be cut down into a third, which means theoretically I should get the Latios 20 times faster than I got the Latios whenever I get that. So hey, if it takes me 3 years exactly to get the Latios, it should take me a month to get Latios. That's how much faster it is. How did I say I'm gonna do Deoxys? I have a friend who has the Aurora ticket for Gen 3, so I'm gonna have them distribute the Aurora ticket to probably one of my Fire Red or Leaf Green games, catch it there, and then transfer it up. That's what I'm going to do. Although I could also do Ruby or Sapphire. The Aurora ticket works in every single Gen 3 game. The only problem is with Emerald, you're unable to reset for a shiny. So yeah. Does Deoxys have teleport? No. I don't think Deoxys has ever had teleport. I could be wrong. And hey, when I eventually do find a shiny Deoxys, I'm just going to chuck a Master Ball at it, because I'm not stupid. I should shiny hunt Calyrex in the Crown Tundra. Oh, I mean, Jaden, I'm 100% sure it won't be shiny huntable. Kubfu wasn't shiny huntable. Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, none of them were shiny huntable. So I'm guessing Calyrex will not be shiny huntable either. So until I find out for sure, I'm not even going to bother trying to get one anyway. So yeah, I'm happy just waiting to see if it is or not. But most likely it won't be. So no, I'm not going to shiny hunt for one. Yes, Calyrex is the new legendary. Hard to believe we're going to be up to a whopping 896, I believe, Pokemon once Crown Tundra is out. Because we're currently at 893. In base Sword and Shield, we were up to 890. Isle of Armor introduced Kubfu, Urshifu, and Zarude. And Crown Tundra introduces Calyrex, Regieleki, and Regidraco. So that's 896 Pokemon. And of course they could also add event mythicals that are just hidden in the code, but I doubt it. It's just amazing to think we'll actually be a hair shy of 900 total Pokemon tomorrow. That's ridiculous to think about. Yes, Cabbage Deer, exactly. It's going to be so cool to improve my living Pokédex. You know, actually, it's going to be tempting to plop in Pokemon Sword, create a new save file for that, and plop my living Pokédex from Shield into Sword, so then I can free up Shield for boxes for shiny hunting. That's actually I might just do that. Because, I mean, that's another, 200 Pokemon? It's going to be another 200 Pokemon that I'm going to have to add to this. I'm not going to have room to shiny hunt. I think I'll just do that. I think I'll make my living Pokédex, transfer it to Pokemon Sword, and leave this completely open to shiny hunt. And yeah, Crystal, my Raichu resets are over for today, so I put the Ivysaur there just because I love it. To just make it not look like black space. Okay, we're only 5 Yamask away from finishing up today. 5 away. 4 away. I do have Diancie, Brandon. Oh, you know what, Jordan? That's a good idea. But the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be buying those cards. And even if I did, the save file isn't tied to the cartridge, it's tied to your system. So it's not like it exactly matters anyway. As everything on the Switch, Let's Go and Sword and Shield, the save files are on your system, not on the cartridge. The final games to have them on the cartridge were Ultra Sun and Moon, which is a double-edged sword. On one hand, that means you could have up to 8 save files per cartridge instead of just 1. And if you have multiple Switches, you could have even more save files, and then you can just transfer the save data between them whenever you want. The downside is, if you lose your Switch, or if something were to happen to it, or if you were to sack or reset or anything, that save file is gone forever, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a double-edged sword. It has its pros, it has its cons. Oh, we were talking about Necrozma earlier. This music is appropriate. Ultra Necrozma. 3 eggs left, and then we're going to call it a day. So this is our final Latios reset as well. We're going to end at 3677. I prefer save on cartridge as well. I've never been opposed in the past to just buying multiple cartridges for multiple save files. I kind of liked that aspect, you know, going to GameStop and buying up old Pokemon games and then going home, plopping them in your Game Boy to see what the previous owner had done before they traded it in. That was cool, but I mean, buying multiple copies of these games on Switch would have been prohibitively expensive, so tying them to the system is the more modern thing to do anyway. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. Hey, the water starters are great game night. I love most of them. I love Poplio. I love Oshawott. Squirrel is pretty cute. Of course, Piplup. Yeah, I think the water starters are pretty cool. Yeah, Chris, like I said, the save data is tied to your console, to your system, to your account on that system. If something were to happen to your system and you lose access to your account, that save is gone forever. That's what I'm saying. If you plop that cartridge into another Switch, all that'll happen is you got options to, like, yeah, no, your save file is not on the cartridge. If you move your cartridge from one system to another, the save file does not go with it. And also, there's no cloud saving for Pokemon because they don't like people save scumming or cheating or something. So, yeah, you can't even back up your save in the cloud like you can with a lot of other games. You also can't do that with Splatoon 2. Although, you finally can do it in Smash Brothers. They finally allowed that. Okay, final Latios check. Gonna be stupid if that's the highlight. Me mispronouncing this. Okay, no on the Latios. Let's hatch this final egg. Call it a day. Oh, and Animal Crossing, yeah. Assuming this is not a shiny, I will be up bright and early tomorrow to hunt for more Galarian Yamask before Crown Tundra comes out. And I will have an Among Us stream starting in an hour and 15 minutes. That's why I'm actually ending this so soon today. No shiny. Okay. We are now at odds and a quarter. We still have about 120 chances to get a Yamask before odds and a half, but odds are not so good. No, odds are not with me. So anyway, that will end it today. I've had a great stream, guys. So again, Among Us begins in an hour and 15 minutes. Hope to see a lot of you there. Until then, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to Laura for the donation earlier. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We had over 100 people in here for a lot of the stream. We had over 150 likes. You guys are great. Thank you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow with more shiny hunting, and I'll be back tonight with Among Us. See you then. Later, guys. Bye. Please draw more fan art of Ivysaur on his hind legs, because look at this thing. Look at how adorable it is. We need more of this in the world. Please make this happen. Thank you. Bye.